The rain poured relentlessly over the glowing city skyline, turning the streets into mirrors of flickering lights. Inside the tall glass building of Sterling Innovations, most employees had already gone home. Only a few desks remained lit, including Liam Carter's. At 34, Liam was known as the most reliable project manager in the company. But once the clock hit 7 p.m., his real job began, being a father. His 8-year-old son, Noah, waited for him every night with the same question, "Did you have a good day, Dad?" Liam always smiled and said yes, even when the truth was complicated. That evening, just as he packed his laptop, a loud crash echoed from the executive hallway. He froze. The sound had come from the CEO's private office. Olivia Blake was not just any CEO, she was the CEO. Young, brilliant, and famously strict. People admired her success but feared her sharp expectations even more. Another noise followed. Something, or someone, had fallen. Liam hesitated. It wasn't his business, but leaving didn't feel right. He knocked gently. No response. Pushing the door open, he found Olivia sitting on the floor beside her desk, her usually perfect hair slightly messy, a broken glass nearby. And the unmistakable smell of alcohol lingered in the air. She looked up, eyes unfocused. "Everyone, gone already?" she murmured. Liam had never seen her like this. Olivia Blake was always composed, controlled, almost intimidating. "Ms. Blake," he said carefully, "are you okay?" She attempted to stand but nearly stumbled again. Instinctively, Liam stepped forward to steady her. For a moment, embarrassment flashed across her face. "I'm fine," she insisted softly. "Just, a long day." Liam noticed a framed photo lying face down on her desk. Without staring, he caught a glimpse, an older man in a hospital bed. Her father, perhaps. He didn't ask. Some pains were obvious without explanation. "You shouldn't drive," Liam said gently. "My driver is off tonight," she replied. "I told him not to wait." The rain outside had intensified. Leaving her alone in that condition felt impossible. "I can call you a cab," Liam offered. She shook her head. "Reporters camp near the lobby sometimes." "I don't need tomorrow's headline reading," CEO carried out of office. There was a quiet vulnerability in her voice, something no one at the company had likely heard before. After a brief pause, Liam spoke. "I can take you home." She studied him, as if weighing trust. Finally, she nodded. The drive was silent except for the steady rhythm of rain against the windshield. Halfway there, Olivia whispered, almost to herself, "Do you know what people don't tell you about success?" Liam glanced at her but stayed focused on the road. "It gets very lonely at the top," she continued. For the first time, she sounded less like a powerful CEO and more like an exhausted human being. When they reached her modern penthouse, Liam helped her to the door. She fumbled slightly with the keys before managing a tired, "Thank you." "Liam, right?" He was surprised she knew his name. "Yes, ma'am." Before leaving, he made sure she was steady. "Get some rest," he said. She gave a faint nod. That should have been the end of it. But morning brought something Liam never expected. The next day, whispers filled the office before Liam even reached his desk. People were staring. Some were pretending not to. Others weren't pretending at all. His coworker Daniel leaned closer and whispered, "What did you do?" "Nothing," Liam replied, confused. Then he saw it. An email from the CEO's office. Subject, Mandatory Executive Meeting, Attendance Required, Liam Carter. His stomach tightened. Inside the large conference room, senior leadership sat unusually serious. Olivia stood at the head of the table, fully composed again, sharp suit, calm expression, no trace of last night. For a terrifying second, Liam wondered if she didn't remember. Or worse. If she remembered it differently. "Mr. Carter," she began, her tone professional, "I understand you were in the building late yesterday." Every eye was on him. "Yes," he said carefully. "And you entered my office." The room felt colder. "Yes, ma'am. I heard a noise and wanted to ensure everything was all right." A long pause followed. Then Olivia turned to the legal director. "Please display the security footage." Liam's heart dropped. The screen lit up, showing him helping her walk, supporting her so she wouldn't fall, guiding her to the elevator. From a distance, it looked questionable. Whispers grew louder. He imagined the worst: accusations, termination, his reputation shattered. How would he explain this to Noah? Olivia finally spoke again. "Some might see this and jump to conclusions," she said. Liam barely breathed. "But what I see is an employee who chose integrity when no one was watching." The room went silent. She continued, her voice steady. "Mr. Carter could have ignored the situation. Instead, he made sure I got home safely, without seeking recognition, without telling anyone." Shock replaced fear. "I value character more than performance metrics," Olivia added. "And yesterday, Mr. Carter demonstrated exceptional character." She turned toward him. "Effective immediately, Liam Carter will be promoted to Director of Operations." Gasps echoed around the table. Liam blinked. Once. Twice. He was certain he'd misheard. "Additionally," she said, softer now, "thank you, for treating me like a person, not a title." For the first time, there was warmth in her eyes. That evening, Liam arrived home earlier than usual. Noah opened the door and ran into his arms. "You're early," the boy cheered. Liam laughed, a deep, relieved laugh he hadn't felt in years. "Good news at work?" "The best," Liam replied. As they sat together eating pizza on the couch, Noah asked, "Dad, why do good things happen?" Liam thought for a moment. "Sometimes," he said, "doing the right thing doesn't seem important in the moment. But it always finds its way back to you." Across the city, in her quiet penthouse, Olivia looked out at the skyline, thinking about how close she had come to letting pressure break her. For the first time in a long while, she felt grateful. Not for success, but for kindness. And in a world obsessed with power, one simple act of humanity had nearly ruined a man's life.